Hi everybody. Hello and happy Thursday. There we go. I've got Goose and I've got Jeff.
Hello,
Um,
hello.
and last time we got into the new analytics inside Flip that everybody's flipping out over. And today we're gonna dig a little bit more into it. So with that, Jeff, sir, would you like to share your screen with Goose and I?
Absolutely.
He's raising his hand and everything.
Perfect. Let's pull this up here. Can you see my screen?
I can see your screen. That's pretty colors.
Very nice colors. We love data visualization here, even though you don't want me to be the one doing the visualization. But that's okay, because we use our analytics people for that. That's not my job. But we talked about the account performance dashboard last week. Obviously, getting your intent-specific number is your call-related data, and that's all fun and dandy, but you really want to know where your customers are coming at you at that point in their journey. You know, phone is such an important channel for frustration and callers getting an actual resolution over the phone. So having that insight into where they're coming to you from and what point in the journey they're at is something that's really valuable to our clients. The loyalty journey here on the left side tracks how many orders they've placed lifetime. You're able to configure that loyalty option as well if you're somebody who values lifetime spend rather than total number of orders. You're able to choose that option in the portal as well. And then on the order journey, tracking how many orders they've made in those last 30 days. If they're expecting to be waiting delivery, you can see from those awaiting delivery consumers what your breakdown is going to look like from an intent perspective, right? If you've got a lot of people waiting delivery, you're going to see more of the Wismo calls, the items missing, the delivery missing, all of those fulfillment related fun. And it's good to have that context. You want to know how many callers are frequently purchasing, and if they're frequently purchasing, how frequently are they reaching out, which gets you into the contact journey on the right side here. So breaking down from the first time contacted before, or even contacted often. Again, that's another piece that's configurable within the portal. If you feel that three contacts isn't enough for you and you need to bump that up, we can absolutely do so. Again, our whole job at Flip is to reduce as many contacts as possible and make that first time block as big as it can be. But we can't always do that, and that's just the name of the game. But getting some insights into that, seeing where your customers are coming from and where they're at in their own journey with your brand is really helpful stuff here.
Yeah, this is great. I love this visualization of that high level data. But I gotta know, like, at what point do we get into the nitty gritty? What can we drill down into, like, individual calls?
Absolutely. So you can see on the left side menu here, we already went over performance. We just touched on caller context. So now into that call by call data with the Call Explorer. So we're in Caraway Homes Call Explorer here. Don't worry, all the names will be anonymized, of course, but you can actually go into and see the various calls that are coming in, whether or not the call was automated, the various intent that we captured on the call, and the actual handling that occurred. So whether or not that we provide order status via your Shopify API, or we let a caller know that they can submit a return on their returns page of the site, all that information and all the metrics relating to that call lives within this page here. And again, on the left-hand side, you can see a little bit blue, gives you that indication of a hyperlink. All of these asterisk IDs, again, how we refer to an internal call and how we log them. All of these are clickable, and you can go right into them and see exactly what occurred on that call, right? This caller looking for a replacement based on the configurations that we have set up within the portal. People who call in for a replacement are escalated to the Caraway team. Again, this all goes back to the portal setup, what they have turned on, what they have enabled, and then you can kind of see how it flows from start to finish within that Call Explorer.
That's really cool. Now, I am spying something in the upper right-hand corner that looks like a play button. Does that mean that I can listen to individual calls?
It absolutely does. You can play, download, do whatever you want with it. You can even download the entire Call Explorer into CSV if you want to export your data that way. All of the plug and play options here are all available to you.
Oh, that's very cool. I imagine that a lot of our Flip users are using this in like agent training. Would you say that that's true?
I think it's extremely valuable if they were doing so. Obviously, we try to learn from their agents as much as anything else. Sorry, got paused. Am I back to the screen share?
Yes, you are.
Agent training is a huge thing, and we want to be your best agent, right? So anything that we can do to recreate that and implement that from our side of the fence, we absolutely want to. Whether it comes down to providing custom messaging at the start of calls, or before forwarding to an operator, letting them know that they might have some hold times. Whatever that might be, you can set the expectations and really build out that call flow to be whatever you want it to be.
That's really cool. All right, what else do you have to show me in here?
We can get into some of the information on this side. So, looking at an intent basis, you actually have some data into where these calls are coming from, what the calls are about, as well as all the various intents triggered. Again, Flip's pricing model is on success, it's not on handling. So even though we might provide handling for report damage, or a cancel order, or a Wizmo, the caller still might want to be escalated at that point. So we send them to your agents, we don't charge for those calls. And even though we provide some resolution, try to provide some assistance, at the end of the day, they needed to talk to a live person. And that's just something that's gonna have to happen sometimes.
That's really cool. That's really cool. The other thing that I'm seeing here that I would love to talk about just a little bit is about in the middle of the screen, below the caller information, I'm seeing some AI CSAT stuff. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, so we grade all of our calls using our AI CSAT tool. We grade them on 3 points. It's the speed of the resolution, the completeness of the resolution, and then the actual sentiment of the caller. As you can see, as I'm scrolling through here, we have these explanations. We are classifying these transcripts, reading them, and providing a hard data number, basically from 1 to 5, associated with those various points of criteria. Those all get boiled down into that average AIC set, and you can see it broken out on the agent metrics here, which don't include the individual agents because Caraway Home does not have live agents. But in the case of a brand that did, you would see their actual agent metrics here as well. The various names of your agents, how we grade their calls. So it provides some insight into your teams as well.
That's very cool. Okay, did we make it through all of our cool, super rad analytics? Did we do it?
I think there's always something hidden. We can't keep all your tricks out in the wild. Got to have something hiding up the sleeves. But
yeah, that's fair.
Definitely a good well-rounded group of it.
Okay, well, because LinkedIn knows I like to ramble. Jeff, I want you just really quickly to tell me what's your favorite thing that we do here at Flip and why?
I think my favorite thing is recognizing the customer immediately. It's such a clear just win from a consumer perspective. You don't have to go in and hear a really robotic voice list out all these IVR key press options. Actually being able to have the conversation over the phone is huge. And I mean, it's sappy to say, but my favorite thing is the product. Everything that it does, all the different ways that it can take shape across different clients. It's really meant to be the best of your world and doing what we can to embellish ourselves in your world, become a part of your business, and really help your processes.
That's great. Well, good. I hope you had a good time with these recordings. And can I promise the people that you'll join us again sometime?
Sometime, yes.
Cool.
I won't leave a hard date on that. I'll leave it as sometime.
All right, that sounds good. I won't push. All right. Well, thank you, Jeff, and everybody else. I hope you have really great weekends. It's snowing here in Salt Lake City, and I'm freezing, and I'm not thrilled about it. But that's okay. I think I'm gonna make myself pancakes for dinner.
Nice.
Yeah, that feels right. With like some really good whipped cinnamon butter. Yeah, I love a compound butter. Um, anyway, we'll see y'all when we see ya. Bye.
Bye.